this blends. Yeah, it's gonna be wet, but that's just gonna be the name of the game here. All right, guys, we're on the 2024 Harley-Davidson Breakout. It has been years since I've ridden a Breakout because the Harley-Davidson took this model away. It's a little bit slick here. Thanks to Harley-Davidson Sacramento for setting up this test ride event, this demo truck event. And here we go. All right, well, the Breakout used to be one of my favorite bikes. I just love the look of it. The Pro Street CBO model edition from, I want to say 2017, 2018, was one of my favorite Harley-Davidsons ever. We're going to get a feel of this one because the last time I rode this bike was when they got rid of the Dynas and everything became a Softail. So this is going to be nostalgic. I don't know if nostalgia from like 5 years ago. I guess 6 years ago now. All right. So we got a clamshell riding position here where my hands are forward, my feet are forward. You know, you're gonna get this with the Breakout. You're gonna get this with the old FX DR. V-Rod is a very much similar riding position. Not you know, this isn't super uncomfortable, but you know, you're not gonna ride forever like this. This is a straight line fast bike. And because the roads are a little bit slick today, it's raining a little bit, you know, we're not going to go beyond our means here. So I'm 5'6", and my inseam is about 30 inches, and my arm span is about 70 inches, 69, 70 inches. And like I said, the clamshell riding position, I can flat foot this bike easy because, you know, you got I think it's a 25, sub 26 inch seat height, but you're also really low because you've only got about a 4.5 inch ground clearance, I think. This bike comes standard with a 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8 engine. Self-canceling turns. Oh no self-canceling turn signals. I don't know, we don't really make a turn there, but we'll try again. One of my least favorite things about I think this is on the Street Bob, the FXDR had the same thing. It's like a 2.5 inch LCD display. You know, it's fine. I can read everything here. You know, we can toggle through it, so you know, you can have a little different display. Right now you've got the RPM, but in my opinion, this is one of the worst decisions Harley's ever made on a motorcycle. You know, it's this minimalist thing, right, where you don't want to have this, you know, this big circular display. But in my opinion, you know, if you make a nice, classy analog display, oh, drag the heel a little bit there. You make a nice, classy analog display, or even a digital one. If you check out like the Indian Chief and the Sport Chief, they had this nice circular digital display. I'm not saying that that's what Harley-Davidson should go for, but this to me, and I've heard nothing but complaints, nothing but negative reviews of this. I'm one to say that, like, it's functional. I can see my speed, I can see my tack, I can see my gear here, which seems like it's a little bit, the gear selector, second gear we're in right now, does seem a little bit, yeah. So like the lean angle, because of the pegs here, my heels are going to hit first, and that's definitely what hit then. I'll have the lean angles here for you on display. A little bit scatterbrained because this test ride's weird because the loop is so small that they said go ahead and just do the loop as many times as you want. And so we're just doing this loop, but it makes for a kind of an odd test ride. So if I'm a little scatterbrained, I apologize. But the classic, you know, you've got this classic headlight that used to be on the Breakout. It's an LED display, but you also have the old incandescent bulbs here, and that's another one of the complaints that I've had about Harley. You know, when you're charging a premium for your motorcycles, I don't understand how you still have incandescent bulbs. In my experience of owning Harleys, and I've had Harleys for, you know, I've owned Harleys for, you know, upwards of 10 years. Those bulbs are likely to go out. It's just something that's going to happen. and I don't like that. So let's get some LED bulbs in here. It does look like, I don't know what this is. There is cruise control. So cruise control is on. So if I wanted to use cruise control, you have that here on the Softail Breakout. It does have the big heavy breather intake, and at my height, like, I'm not hitting it, but like in certain leg positions, like if I hug the tank with my knees, which, you know, you're not going to do a whole lot on a cruiser, I am hitting up against that air intake. So that's just something to make note of. I do believe you have a adjustable preload in the rear, and you just have the standard telescopic front forks. I'll have suspension specs for you here on the screen. But like, this isn't a touring bike. This isn't a bike you're gonna ride for long distances. But like, whew. But in a straight line, like I said, this bike gets on it, and it is fun to ride. You know, I'm wearing a winter cold weather jacket, so, you know, I don't have a lot of wind pass through, and so I'm, you know, being in this riding position, I'm a little bit like a sail, but at the same time, you know, going 75 miles an hour here, I don't feel like I'm you know, like I need to hold on for dear life. I don't know if that's because of the aerodynamics of the motorcycle, but it's just something that I will make note of here as I ride. Mirrors here are kind of small. This is one of those things where I think standard mirrors on a Harley, I in my opinion, should actually be. I didn't hit my heel there, as my heel was a little bit up higher on the peg as I was braking. But yeah, these arms, I always think should be longer, so that the mirror should extend at least to the end of the handlebar here, because I am getting obstruction from my shoulders, and so visibility isn't great with these mirrors. Again, I just like to cover all these little things when I do my test ride review videos. But the seat is comfortable. The riding position is comfortable to an extent. The seat is nice and wide. You know, on a bike that has this big fat back tire and this what feels like a big rake in front. You know, it has this wide seat where it does feel pretty comfortable. I can lean back a little bit here. This is where, if I'm in town, I can lean back a little bit and kind of just cruise. But, you know, on the highway, I'm not going to want to lean back like that, because then I'm just becoming that much more of a sail for the wind. But yeah, this is a good bike, and I think that a lot of people wanted this bike to come back into the lineup, and so that's why Harley brought it back. I'm not in love here when I'm braking. I did hit my shin on the air intake, the air cleaner, and yeah, that's not comfortable. I wonder if, and I'm trying to get a good look at this, if I had a standard air cleaner, I think I would still like clip that cleaner with my shin a little bit, but not full on like I am right now. That was a terrible turn. Oh yeah. So this sounds pretty decent. You know, you got stock pipes. I believe it's a 2-into-2, or the two pipe dual exhaust, not the 2-into-1 into 2, or the 2-into-1. It sounds nice. These handlebars, this weird wide, curved handlebar, which, like, at address, like, as I'm looking at it, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look as sporty as the bike looks itself. But I think this is the standard handlebar that you're going to get. And again, like, if you wanted a more upright position, you can definitely put maybe some mini hangers on here, and also get them up a little bit higher, so you're not in such a clamshell position when you're riding. Yeah. Again, because of the rain here, I don't want to get too aggressive on this turn. But I mean, you can feel, I can feel that it's not difficult to get over. So a lot of the complaints in the past used to be that it was difficult to get over that. Let's see if I can pass. Oh yeah, plenty of passing power there. Even in fourth gear, I probably should have downshifted, but still, a lot of low-end torque. It's nice. Yeah, so what I was saying is, you can get this handlebar to come back at you, but as I sit more upright, as I'm just riding right now, I can feel the wind pulling me back. And yeah, that's not It's not a great feeling. But like, actually, what I was trying to mention before was on a turn. Previously on the Breakout, it did feel a little bit like that fat tire was so hard to really turn over and get into a turn. But I didn't really feel that as I was riding this time, and so I don't know if it's maybe the I don't know what it is that they've changed, but I know on this bike and on the FXDR, it's not super difficult to roll over in that turn. I know there was this deal where it felt like, you know, you leaned over to a certain extent and you had to kind of get over this invisible plane, where like now my bike is leaned over, and it hasn't felt like that for a while. So good engineering on HG's part. I'm not sure, but yeah, this bike is good in the turn, and it's not a concern, at least not for me. Because I like this bike. I've always been a fan. I'm not a big fan of the tank graphics and the color schemes that they have. There's a handful of them available. Let me know in the comments which one you like the best, or like which Breakout tank was the best. Again, I love the CVO Pro Street edition. But guys, if you have any questions about the Softail Breakout that I didn't answer for you, make sure you leave those in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. If you liked this video, enjoyed it, learned something, make sure you leave a thumbs up down there. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Guys, if you're out there riding, please be safe. Be kind to one another. My name is Eric. I'm that one guy. And I am out.